Hello darlings, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe. And if I subscribe, thank you for doing that. Thank you all for your love and support. In this tutorial, it's further into two because this tutorial is a little bit long. And so this is the material that we need for this project on how to do our most smoking turban. So that is it, and that's our fabric. I'll be using my doll face, and that is foam. This foam is optional, you can use it or you cannot use it, just depend on what you feel like using. And so the next thing I'll be showing now, I'll be showing you my hot glue. This is my hot glue candle. So that's my tape rule, my scissors, my needle and thread, and I'll be having my stone, my shining stone, and that is my glass stone. And so this is my belt. This one is optional, you can use or you cannot use, just depend on you. Don't it's not necessary for you to use it. I was thinking of using it and I said not to use it again. I'm going to be having that is the belt if you decide you want to use it. And I'll be having my basic style zone, my glue, my chalk. I later use white chalk, and I'll be having my ruler. This is what I use for a ruler. And if you're having a paper, just try to draft it on a paper before you transfer it to your material. Just look at it, you can use any inches. I use 25 inches. And so that is it, guys. That is the paper. So I'm going to be working on how to make the turban body first. And so this is our fabric, and this is the face. This is our doll face. Also, I'll be cutting two pieces of doll face. I'll be cutting two pieces of doll face. So the outside will be facing the outside. So that what will be the, so that's the two facing the shiny parts facing each other. So I have two pieces because I don't want the turban to be so light. I want it to be thick, so I double it. So my inches for this is 25 inches by 16 inches. Just look at what I'm doing. So you keep seeing what I'm doing, so easy to do. And I'm going to join the two together, and that's our undo. I'm going to have the band there. That is the band. Our band is 25 inches long by 4 inches wide. You can decide to make it 5 inches, you can make it 6 inches, just depend on you. Just and that is our handle. That's I have 4 inches by 10 inches. That's 4 inches wide by 10 inches long. So let's and that's two pieces. That is two pieces. You're going to join this on your sewing machine. You join the two body together. So I'm done with the sewing, and what I did later is, if you check my previous video on how to do that pleating, I have videos on it. And that is I have a pleating on the turban. It's 25 inches by 10 inches wide that you make a pleating, and after making a pleating you're going to join it to the turban body. I repeat again, it's going to give us 25 inches long, and the wideness is going to be 10 inches. Then you pleat, then after pleating you join it with your turban body. Then you're going to fold into two. You're going to fold into two. That's you fold into two. So you fold into two just like this, and you're going to measure 2 inches. That is the band. Then you go to the upper place again, you measure another inches, measure 2 inches. Then from that 2 inches you're going to mark. You mark it with a chalk, then you give it a shape. You give the turban shape. Then you're gonna cross it just like that. Cuff your hand just like that, just the way I cuff my hand. If I know subscriber, just check out on my videos, and that is it. And you're going to cut that part out. So you can see I double it. I give it a lining. I use the material to give it a lining. So I'm done with it. You can check out on my video now how to make turban. You're going to see a full tutorial on it, and it has 4 handle, just two at the two up and two down, so making 4 pieces of handle. So that is it. That is our cap part, and the next thing we're doing now, I'll be tying the cap together. So I'll be tying the cap together just like this. You tie it together. It's so easy to do. Tie together. Then I'll make a running stitching. I'm going to do a running stitching, and make sure if you are doing this, make sure your thread is so thick. Don't do a light thread. Make sure your thread is so thick. I love working with full thread, the very thick thread. So you make a running stitch just way I'm doing it. You pull it out and you sew it. You pull it out, you sew it. So the next thing now is the smoking part, and it's going to be 19 inches by 25 inches. So 19 inches long and 25 inches wide, and this is what I draft down. If you want it, we are still going to have a videos on how to make it so wide and how to make it so big. So this is just for beginners and so what we'll be doing now is I'm going to be using my chalk to mark a bust in on this fabric, and so I'll be leaving, you'll be leaving it inches. You can leave 1 inches, just try to leave inches the round. Just mark 2 inches. You mark your 2 inches, you go to that part and you mark your 2 inches, you mark another 2 inches. Just what I'm doing is you mark another 2 inches. Just what I'm doing, it's so easy to do. If I saw one of my videos on how to make a smoking turban, you're going to see it there. So we are going to mark that part, just mark it. So the next thing we'll be doing right now, go to the upper place and mark 2 inches. You make sure you mark the 2 inches. You mark 2 inches down, then you use a ruler to draw it down. You can get a long ruler, and you can also use your hand. Just make sure it's very straight. So that is the 2 inches I'm trying to draw down. That is the 2 inches. Just look at this, just see what I'm doing. It's so easy to do. And the next thing, you go again and measure 2 inches. That's how you're going to measure everything, 2 inches. It's so easy. Just mark another 2 inches, just the way I mark these 2 inches. So I'll be marking another 2 inches, then keep marking 2 inches till I get to the last page. So you continue with your marking, and you mark 2 inches. You make sure you mark 2 inches round it, another 2 inches. So I'll continue to mark these 2 inches. If you're a new subscriber, don't forget to share, don't forget to like, and don't forget to comment. And this tutorial is all about how to learn smoking turban. And this turban is going to, this video is going to be divided into 2 parts. I tried to make it full part, but I don't really have enough space, so I have to divide the video into two to make it so easy for me and to make it easy for you too. So this is the bust. I'm done with the bust to 2 inches. I'm done with the bust. Then we just look at it. That is the bust there. I hope you guys really understand what I really did here. You can add to your inches if you want to be too wide. Just look at it. Just want something so simple, and just look at it. And that is the 2 inches. Next we'll be doing now. We're going to be marking. Next we're going to be marking. Now we're going to mark. We're going to make a cross, just a cross sign, just like that. You're going to leave the upper place, just to cross. When you cross, you leave a space. You cross, you leave a space. You cross, you leave a space. So just see what I'm doing down. I'm going to leave a space, the upper place, and I'm going to cross it down. So just look at this. Go to the other one, you cross it just like that, and you leave on inches, you leave another inches, and you cross part again. I've already cut it, just what I'm doing. Then I'll go to the next one, and I'm going to cross it down, just like a X. Just you're forming your X, just draw your hair there. You leave a space, and you go back to the first box again. Then just leave a space, and after leaving a space, you're going to cross again, just the way I'm doing this. You cross again. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to comment, and don't forget to watch my videos from the beginning to the end. It's very important to me. Just look at it. I'm going to leave another inches at the upper place, leave another inches, then you mark again. So you cross just like X again. Just keep doing that. And then before you go to the next post, make sure you leave that part. You're not going to work on that part, you're going to leave that part. We crossed again, we crossed again, just the way I'm doing is you leave a space again, and you cross again. Make sure you leave a space and you cross again. And then and this part, I really did a mistake. I was like, okay, so we're going to leave a space in that place. I'm still going to go back and raise it out. I don't want to cut it, I just want to show you. Then I later I'm going to leave a space. just just see what I'm doing. Look at what I'm doing. So easy to do. And on that part, you're not going to cross that part. I have to leave inches in that part. So I'm going to rub that part. I'm going to rub it up, because I need to leave a line down, I need to leave a box down. So I will take the next one, and I'm going to cross it. I'll cross it. You make sure you leave a line down. Just leave that line, you're going to leave it down. So I'm going to cross down. You keep crossing, then you get to the last page. So just see what I'm doing. So keep doing that. Then I'm going to leave another space there, just what I'm doing. So guys, in this video, I'm going to be I will continue this